Okay, and so basically what we're saying is, and let me just write this out. If we can prove triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are also congruent. I think I mispronounced corresponding parts are congruent. So this is corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. CPC-TC. And so what we're asked to do in section 4.4 is we're going to be given a bunch of triangles basically, and we have to prove that they're congruent, and if we can prove that they're congruent, then we can prove that their parts are also as congruent. So I'm going to start by just making a little shape here. Let's do something like, no, we'll do this one. Actually, let's do this. So in example number 1 out of your textbook, we're going to get a little triangle thingy that looks like this. And let me draw it exactly the way that it's drawn in the textbook. We have this and this are given to us. This and this is given to us. And then we are told that this is the case here. And so we are given that the angle KBC is congruent to the angle ACB, and we're asked to prove KB, the line segment KB, is congruent to the line segment AC. Oh, we were given one other thing too. Let me see if I can move this down a little bit. All right, I forgot to write this down. I skipped it on accident. We were also given that angle K is congruent to angle A. Okay, cool. And I suppose because this looks a little too close for my comfort, I'll slide that over there a little bit. Move some of this stuff over so we don't get it confused. All right, so now basically what we want to do, and let me just restate this because I was writing it down as I was talking about it. So basically we're given the angle K is congruent to angle A, and that the angle KBC is also congruent to ACB, and then we need to prove that KB is congruent to AC. Well, if I could prove that these are corresponding parts, which they are, and I could prove that these are congruent triangles, then I can prove that all of their corresponding parts are congruent. So the first thing I want to recognize, and we're going to do a real informal proof here, the first thing I'm going to recognize is that BC is congruent to BC, and that's just the reflexive property. So no T-chart this time. We're just going to think out loud here. Some would call this a paragraph proof. All right, cool. So then I could say this. All right, so BC is congruent to BC. So now if I think about this, I have a side angle or angle side situation going on. So now I can say that triangle, let's say KBC is congruent to triangle ACB. And this is just going to be the angle side theorem. All right, so I have this angle, and then a side, and then I have this angle, and this angle, and the side. So I can prove that those two triangles are congruent. So now, the next step in this little proof that I have here is that I could say that KB is congruent to AC, and I would say because of the corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. In other words, because I've proven that these two triangles are congruent, I can say with confidence that KB is congruent to AC. And so what we would do is we would just say KB is congruent to AC. And that's it. That's the end of the proof.